attention from this amulet anymore. Cause we're boring. We're so effing. Jace, you take everything I love and you just can't help. I did weapon focus bite, right? Yeah. Miss what? I was falling asleep. I'm gonna fall asleep. This is probably pretty okay on a mount, huh? What other teamwork feats would be good? Shake it off, shake it off, boom boom, shake it off, shake it off. I don't actually know what to pick here, I have no idea. I'll just pick one of these defensive feats, I guess. How would you mount it? What the hell? What is that? Oh, that's this one. Die hard. We'll make the horse die hard. Alright, where were we? Let's see here. Okay, so we can give this to Woljif. Oof, oof. Oof, oof, oof. Bleed damage, will affect the fucking side, and some plus their charisma level. Sure. This sometimes whereas weapon training ability and melee opening is one, so okay, I don't care about that. We're keeping this cloak for Ember. If we have to, get some really hard checks. I guess we can just give these to just about anyone. I may be fragile, but I'm not fragile. Cause we're boring. We're so effing. So we're on melee characters. Sure, little boy. Mass intelligence, constitution, giant strength. That's the hex thing. Plus to do. Whenever the wearer of the stats slays an enemy, they get plus 2 bonus attack rolls for 3 rounds. Anyone with an open that slot? That could. Oh, Kerry can use that for now, I guess. Kerry can put the fedora on. Alright, that should be it. Oh, we need to go into this menu. Man, there's so many wants in there. I don't know how to like keep track of them. Selective light zone lets me not hit people with AoE, right? That might be good on Ember, honestly. Then I can cast some really close range fireballs. But what do I throw out there? I would throw this reduced person wand out. Oh, lad. Take everything we love and you just can't help. Alright, let's see how much money we get. It's money time, everyone. Okay, so just from bulk selling, we're getting 45,000, which is pretty good. Oh, here's the Guardian's Battle Axe. Oh, yeah, putting everything on a shield. This one could go to +6. Oh. But it's only against attacks per unity, whatever. There are punching daggers, but they're not particularly good. Like, this is way better. Iron Prayer? It's cold iron. If you attack a demon, it gets a +2 bonus to attack rolls and deals an additional 1d10 slashing damage. That's pretty good. Honestly, I probably should. That might be. No, let's see. I was just gonna use the Radiance or whatever. Radians. Okay, so we're up to 190,000 gold right now. So we fight. Love Assistance lives on. We can put this on Woljif, I think. Well, a bunch of lock resistance, a bunch of lesser bridge of archery, a bunch of amulets, a bunch of rings. You better listen to me. Your legend of archery. Do 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 do. Alright, so 470,000 gold. Pretty okay. Listeners be like, are you mad? I don't have this amount of gold here. I have it in my bag of holding. Pulls out bag of holding. Plus versus most all saving throws and plus versus bonus on precision checks. Cool. Good for him, man. I think the lady downstairs has the other half of the pendant. Oh, dinosaur bones. I love nothing more than to be dragged down at every... Is what Rachel does a divine power? Like when he summons me as Owl Knight, is that a divine power? So he gets the bonus of this source of divining power? 1 second. Okay.
Like, my entire body feels so good.
Jason really machine gunning. Sounded like a sniper rifle. Oh, he ran.
That was a good meme.
We should play,
meme.
we should play, Oh. This is gonna good on, my man, huh? We should play that Ghost of Tsushima DLC and Ghost of Yote. I should probably prioritize Ghost of Yote a little bit, huh? I don't think we won't be able to play it before the end of the year, but I'm just saying, so you know, so they can current fucking Deus.
I'm gone.
Well, we gotta play the Tsushima DLC first. I never played the DLC for Tsushima. Too long? What do you mean too long? I don't even know how long it is. It came out like today. Too long? Okay, so you're just spreading misinformation because you're a salty little boy. Can you believe we went through all this just so Jace can current fucking Deus? Current fucking day! I wish we could sort it to look like this over here too, that would be nice. cure. Cure light wound mass. Very expensive. Oops. No! How do you... There we go. Current fucking Deus. What has been to current today, someone? Ah, 100k for some scrolls and stuff? Sure, why not? Ah,
Follow if you dare.
that's it, everyone. Time to head out. So that wasn't too bad. Was a quick in and out. We should head to that village
I'm
now.
off.
Get our friend Regilly back into the party. Get her Greyborn. Literally not a single person wants to see that guy. Oh man. Wait, inform me a bit of the victory. Oops. Current fucking Deus. Irabeth.
I do what I must.
I defeated a dragon. I'm taking care of the dragon that was attacking our patrols. There's one less problem to contend with. Now we can take an extra lookouts of dragon duty and reassign them. Excellent work, Commander. I can't tell her about the thing she told me to go to. Oh, we gotta find a storyteller. Where the hell is he at? Carry on my wayward son. I gotta find a storyteller.
I'm gone.
If anyone knows a storyteller, you can feel free to spoil me about it. Otherwise, I just have to run around and look for him, which I don't want to do. Maybe it's gonna be inside a building or something. Maybe it's on the map as one of these markers. Oh, he's right there. Found him. Oh, he's gonna have so much dialogue, you guys don't even know. He's gonna tell me about every item I found. It's gonna take years. I want to discuss our encounter in the Dragon's Lair. I'm sure you do. You're wondering how I ended up there and why I wasn't killed, am I right? Why did you go to the tower? I've been looking for a certain tower for several years now, and in that place I had a strange feeling of recognition. It seemed that tower once belonged to me a long time ago. Knowing my habits, I assumed that some record or other items that could answer a question about my past may have remained in my home. Fortunately, I realized too late that the tower was not the lair of a monster. How come the dragon didn't eat you? Despite their beastly tempers, dragons are clever creatures. Their way of life does not lend itself to civilized conversation. That's why they do sometimes enjoy a good chat, and even more a good story. And that's what saved me. I had to share a few of my stories with the dragon, hoping to win her over, or at least distract her. Did you find anything of value in the tower? Mr. Talon nods politely. Yes, thanks to you, the dragon didn't have time to burn everything. I found the memories of my previous life, which I had forgotten. I found it in the molten scar. The storyteller cringes and puts his hand on the bloodstained page. His face contorts in a painful grimace, his voice trembling with terror. No, he is here again, the terrible grating voice, the horrific semblance of a face, the monstrous appearance, myriad insects forming a body with 2 arms and 2 legs. He touches me and the disgusting creature attacks my flesh, covering me. They're eating me. They're hungry and will devour everything except my eyes and tongue, so that I see the damn page, so that I can translate the runes written in the ancient, long-forgotten Elven language. And I translate. It hurts so much. I tried to lie to him. I changed the translation, but he saw through my lie. He got angry. Now I'm not lying. I'm not. He takes one of the insects from his face and squishes it with his fingers over the inkwell. Then he dips the quill into it and writes with my blood right over the runes. And I continue to dictate. Callistra, when will this be over? Let me die, Santir, let me die. The storyteller drags back his hand, terrified. Oh gods, such a horrible torture. This poor man was tortured to decrypt my notes. He was so tormented that his suffering became a thick like molasses. My mind is drowning in it. My own memories are hidden by the images of of horror. I can try to get through to them, but I will need your help. Tell me everything you've seen and heard. I'll try to lean on your words to use them as light in the darkness of my forgotten past. There's a force pulsating in the center. You've seen the ritual. Tell me, what was its central point, its magic knot? I don't know what ritual we're talking about. Spoiler, what the hell? Blood-stained page? Wutter. Oh, it's that thing. Gotcha. I'll remember. I don't know if they killed a man for it though. They conducted the ritual over a lava lake. The sort of frowns. Lava, strange. I feel something else, a living soul. A living thing can command the whirlwind of energies. What is it? Oh, that. I guess that's what it's her anyway. I found a page that might interest you. The storyteller carefully takes your find. Yes, you're right. Another piece of the evidence from the past I've forgotten. I found a page that might interest you. I found a page that might interest you. My hand touches the stone wall. The cold pierces my palm like the teeth of a young dog sinking into a piece of meat. I don't take my hand away. I let the stone enjoy my warmth in the return for its service. It accepts my caress and my unasked question, the one it's been asking thousands upon thousands of times. Where should I go next? Behind me, I hear the loud stomping of the minotaurs that guard this godforsaken place. I tricked and outwitted them, leaving only a trace of my presence. There is darkness lurking up ahead, honing its swords, claws, and teeth in hope that a rare traveler visits its lair, but today I will get no one. This labyrinth is alive. Its red-veined stones walls resemble the guts of a huge creature. If you keep still and listen closely, you can hear it breathing in the wind that sweeps through this place. Where do I go from here? Forward to the place where once the wind carried a faint chuckle? Whence comes the faint smell of ash? But a few days ago, Demon Lord Baphomet began his great escape. Baphomet, are you inside this labyrinth? Yes, I'm traveling through the Ivory Labyrinth. It's not the most pleasant of my journeys, but it is necessary to reach my goal. How were you able to evade all the dangers of the Ivory Labyrinth? The storyteller raised his chin proudly. Have you forgotten who you're speaking to? I'm the last Archmage of Kyonin. I've been to many dangerous places, and this is just one of many. Don't be the last. What do you need for the Ivory Labyrinth? The answer to a question, a key to a secret, knowledge that can save many lives. A sliver of a smile appears on storyteller's lips. My kinfolk were weaklings and cowards. They ran from dangers, but one stood up to my enemy, and Baphomet will give me the weapon to win. Please continue. For several years I have thought about how to defeat Earthfall. My enemy has no flesh and is impossible to kill. It blazes through everything in its path. It doesn't enslave but destroys life itself. And I found the answer. I know how to save my world. Earthfall came to destroy Golarion. Its strike was brutal, and my world barely withstood it. But what if Earthfall was resisted by not one world, but several worlds at once? What if Heaven and Elysium came to help the dying Golarion? If I manage to merge my world with another one, meld them together, the power of the disaster will weaken. The denizens of Golarion will be able to temporarily take shelter in the adjacent plane. Civilization will not die. Our culture will continue to exist. We will not be forgotten. Baphomet, the cunning and insidious Lord of Minotaurs, was once a captive in Asmodeus' prison, but only 10 years passed before Baphomet was able to escape, taking his own prison with him, which later became the Ivory Labyrinth. Such an achievement deserves respect, and it's the goal of my research. Moving matter between places is what interests me now. I stopped near the strange symbols covered in the walls of the labyrinth. I run my hand over them to ensure that they are real, encrypted riddles drawn by Baphomet during his imprisonment. I take out a bark-covered notebook and painstakingly copy the symbols into it. Behind me, 2 Minotaurs are fighting, deceived by the net of spells I've wrapped around myself like a blanket. Do you want to connect to the planes? That's dangerous. The elf is silent for a moment. When he talks, there is a disdain in his voice. Dangerous, difficult, almost impossible, but tell me, is this risk not worth the Thessalian Empire perishing before my eyes? Does Gul'dan, the Cyclops' kingdom, deserve death? What about the Aboleth Empire? The storyteller moves his lips silently. Another plane will pay for saving Golarion. There will be wars and new worlds will come, but we will survive. We will defeat Earthfall, and history will not condemn the victors. That bark-covered notebook, the one your mentor gave you? The storyteller lowers his head, but moments later drifts back up. Yes, blinded by my pride, I tore it to pieces when I thought I would not follow my kinfolk. I'm still not going to run, but the knowledge written in this notebook by my former mentor might serve my purpose. The elves managed to open a portal to Sovereign and keep it open until all our people escaped from the Golarion. Their cowardice deserves disdain, but their knowledge is unquestionable. I returned to Kyonin and gathered the pieces of my torn notebook. Now it is my sword aimed at the heart of Earthfall. By combining the wisdom of the elves and the cunning of Baphomet, I will save the world. What happened next? The elf is silent for a moment. When he talks, there's disdain in his voice. Dangerous, difficult, almost impossible. Wait. Oh. What happened next? I copied the strange symbols into the notebook. I haven't the slightest idea what these scribbles mean. What was the future demon lord thinking when he wrote them? While he was imprisoned in a cell with no way out. Was he still in his right mind? I will need to help to understand these notes, otherwise decrypting them might take more time than Pharasma has given me. One of the Minotaurs behind me killed the other, tore his heart out, and devoured it. His blood-stained nose sniffs the air sharply. His bloodshot eyes shift from wall to wall. He senses a stranger, but he doesn't scare me. I'm certain of my power and the spells hiding me. I've done my work and now can leave this place. And still I linger. What is this strange presence I feel behind me, like someone is watching me? Despite all the protective spells, who are you? I ask carefully, not hoping for an answer. Darkness, a coy female voice whispers in my ear. Against my will, I shudder. The storyteller stops talking for a long moment. The vision ended at the most interesting moment, didn't it? He says bitterly at last. Please, find the rest of the pages on this bark-covered book. I must know what happened next. And a small wall. My hand touches a small wall. The cold pierces my palm like the teeth of a hungry dog. Wait. Oh. I found a page that might interest you. Oh, I can't, oh, I can. Oh, God. I have so many of these. Now this is just a shard of the past, but I feel power. The elf carefully strokes her endless claw. Only great power can resist the most terrifying enemies. Wait, we already... Did we already read this? Oh. What a powerful item. This ring was created by an inquisitive and free mind. As a rule, such people either become geniuses and creators of a new era, or meet tragic ends. What was the fate of the creator of this object? We can find out together. Get me 4 vials of magic essence and 2 bars of cold iron. Tell me a eternal story to the end. The storyteller hangs his head, looking sickly tired. How many times has the moon died and been reborn since I've been here? I lost count. My friends brought me here. They said goodbye to me like always, but they looked at me like I was the last time they'd see me. Cowards, insidious spawn. They were glad I was going to die, but I'll show them. Terendlev will live. A new Terendlev whose eyes are finally open. I hear the rustling of wings and I emerge from the cave where I imprison myself. Who is it? A friend? An enemy? Sunbeams refract off his scales and hovers before me, surrounded by a glowing halo. The gold dragon, Halasilax. A part of me wants to fly to him and make a circle of honor around him, as any good student should, but the part of me that turned my scales black is ready to seize his gleaming throat. How dare he fly here flaunting his purity and innocence? He must humiliate me, drag me through the mud, but I will show him. No, what am I thinking? My mentor has come all this way to save me, I know. He would never abandon me, someone calling him to my aid, moving heavily. I take flight to greet him, but my body, controlled by the foulness, straightens like an arrow. His wonderful throat is closed. One strike and I will destroy you. Halasilax. What happened next? Did Halasilax arrive? I don't know, but I know the place where Trendlev was believed to have sought refuge for a tarnished soul. I saw Sarkonian ruins, a wide branching tree next to them. Perhaps there will be something there that will shed some light on the fate of mentor and student. Something can tell us how Terendlev's strength of spirit helped her to ultimately overcome the foulness within her. Can you say anything about Terendlev's future? It's so strange that you should ask. We all know what happened to Terendlev, but sometimes it seems I hear her voice in the visions, her voice full of pain and despair, as if she is in darkness which she cannot escape. I cannot solve the mystery of the visions, but that worries me. Oh, broken buckle. Restore this relic for me. The elf cautiously uncorks the vial and begins to work his enchantments. The essence evaporates, turning into light that streams onto the buckle. The light thickens, becomes gold. The Covenant of the Inheritor. That is the name of this relic. This buckle once adorned the belt of a glorious knight of Mendev. It's the embodiment of a promise made to a young girl by a powerful deity. A great promise that has changed much in the world. When you touch the restored relic, a strange vision comes to you. It's as if you can see the events that happened in the past. A burning sensation that spreads across your chest from the very spot where your mysterious wound sometimes opens. What is this? This the influence of the storyteller spells or something else? I had a vision. Oh, strange. You are a remarkable mortal. No one has ever shared my visions before. What do you think caused it? Perhaps these things have something to do with your destiny, or the fate of someone related to you. I do not have an answer, only advice. Seek out such relics, look for links to them all, and you will know the truth. The ring fragments and necessary materials. The storyteller sets the ring fragments and bars the metal on his open palm. He clenches his fist, crumpling the metal like a paper, and pours essence from the vials over it. You feel terrible heat rising from the elf's hand, and when he opens his fingers, you see a beautiful ring. A remarkable object this. It was created by a talented spellcaster, and is able to summon beings from other planes, as if the boundaries set by Pharasma do not exist for it. It is a powerful and dangerous item, but it was created by an honorable person. That is probably why it was not used at the crucial hour. No! I don't have enough for the gauntlets. Finally. Finally? Wait. The ring grants the rare ability to summon either axiomites or solators randomly selected once per day, as if they were summoned by a summoner. Summon monster 8 spell. All allies, including the wearer, with interfered against possible. Okay. Rigel. Where's Rigel at? He has a summoning book. This symbol of Iomide, when placed on the belt, emits a holy aura. All party members interfere against plus one success level checks made to overcome spell resistance. Weapons become good aligned. Oh. This is what, a neck piece? Oh, it's an item. I guess I'm okay with switching this out because she doesn't really use any of that much. Sure you can complete it in Act 2? Oh yeah, the item, yeah, this is possible. What I need to complete? I did magic essence. So do any vendors sell magic essence? Magic essence water. Okay, so we only find that out in the world.
Follow if you dare.
Looks like. Yeah. Just wanted to make sure, and I want to run to every random ass vendor. You spin my head right round when you go down. Where the hell do these people live that invited me back to their home? Oh, that was Chili Creek, right? Did I also get a quest to go back there? I just... I guess I'll try manually traveling there. Because it did tell me, like, hey, you should come visit Chili Creek again, right? They who do not seek to know their enemy and fail to forge new paths to victory, or the combat effective of Crusader army is increased, the military council requests that the council. God damn it. I just left. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Oh, it's only a crowd event, so I'll just do that, I guess. Oh man. I may be Ragil, but I'm not a Ragile. child. Alright, moment of truth. Do we think I can defeat the level 9 army? I think so. I have faith. These guys just... Oh, wait, are these... Oh, they're headhunters. I don't know if I care about headhunters. Do. Alright. Headhunters are ranged, I presume? Yeah. And this stack is gonna do a lot of damage. But we can chill out with that one for a second. Ooh. I may be fragile, but I'm not fragile. Pretty much what I expected. 10k damage, that makes sense. Then I do this. Then we just write GG in the big book. Out of mana. Those guys are still doing a lot of damage, honestly. Alright, doable. A gang of demons and their henchmen ensconced in mud swamps has been destroyed. For many years they have lured smoke crusader units there and drowned them in the precious stagnant waters. The soldiers fish out all the drown they can in order to bury them. Upon the corpses they find some rather valuable trophies. These claws have claws that deal 1d6 damage on an unarmed attack. If the enemy is of evil alignment, they deal 2d6 damage instead. Additionally, these claws give their plus a talent bonus on attack and damage rolls. What the hell? Wait, so do they just add an additional 1d6 slash damage to my regular damage, or do they modify what my damage is? Oh. Did nothing. Oh, I guess I'll use them anyway. Ooh, that army has a mammoth in it. Okay, these guys have the Chaos Hammer spell, so if I want to face those, we should spread out a little bit. Like this. Now they can only hit like 2 units at a time. Oh no! Jesus Christ. That scared the hell out of me. I think I could probably take that army too though, if I use spells especially. But even without spells, that's a very powerful hombre. Oh, their door locked. Oh, wrong character. A group of vicious demodans was trailing through the wasteland, driving a crowd of horribly wounded slaves in front of them. They forced the poor prisoners to insult their gods and desecrated their symbols. Now their evil ceremony has been stopped. The priests are murmuring that chapel must be built at the site of this religious, righteous victory to glorify the Crusade's feat. What do you think about this? Does that look normal to you guys? Oh. Oh, level up. Oh, you just have the armor plus 2 saving throws per level. Also, you just have plus 2 bonus to AC and damage per level with his feet. I guess protective wards level 2. That was a boring level. Okay, well, let's hunt this army before we sort of deal with the other ones here. Dirty squealer. Naughty, naughty. Was there multiple traveling merchants, or is it just a skeleton dude? Whenever a wielder of this dagger lands a first sneak attack against the enemy, the target must pass through center control, will be placed down for 3 rounds. Okay. Longsword, Estok, Dork Double, Dorgan, Urgosh, Scroll Resurrection.
I'm off.
Today feels like a pretty productive day. Feels like we got a lot done. Oh, they can't move because they're freaking encumbered.
Oh, yes, what?
Decide already. Tell me, and I'll do it.
Oh yeah. How is Rachel carrying too much weight?
Wise.
Oh my. Okay, let's camp up, I guess. Is the next person? Yeah, but still though.
I just thought if they all in Winter Sun just died, they wouldn't have to suffer anymore. And then I thought pain passes eventually, and that's when the strength to live on appears. It's all so complicated.
I would recommend burning the village to ashes. My words would surely fall on deaf, victory-drunk ears.
Oh, what's up, Dwellius? Hi there, mister. Outer Shaylee looks upset. Outer Shaylee. She has been plagued by dark thoughts since leaving Wintersun. That mortal, Maravok, I just can't stop thinking about what happened to him and his whole village. It was a real tragedy. Oh, thank you, Hendraken, for the follow. Yes, it was. Demons break the minds of mortals so easily, no matter how wise or noble those mortals are. A whole village living in the world of the illusion for a century. You know, ever since we left, I kept thinking, what if the same thing is happening to me now? What if I just think I've joined the crusade and I'm fighting against the demons? It's just that what I'm doing here, it all seems so unreal. You're so right. Remember how you told me Desna once kept you trapped in the world of dreams? Where she rushed you out of there? Look serious, laugh. Right, sure, in reality, we're just a little butterfly that fell asleep on a page of an encyclopedia. Wink at Aura Shaylee. Let's go to my tent. I'll present you with an undeniable proof that I'm real. Oh, I'm not ready to enjoy the next 6 hours. Oh, I'm streaming for 20 more minutes, Dwellius. If the whole crusade is an illusion, then who am I? You? Orishay looks into her eyes confused. Well, you know, this is odd, but I can't picture you as an illusion. Anyone but you. Oh, but what if that thought is a delusion too? Gently touch Orishay's hand. I'm real, I swear it. She shivers but doesn't jerk her hand back. She squeezes your palm with her hot, dry fingers. I believe you. You must be real. I don't want to imagine a world where that is not so. Here is tempting Arashale with the nips. But, Arashale, let's go with your hand. I'll bet Maravok said the same thing to his demoness. I so desperately want to believe you are real, but he wanted to believe too. He also had his doubts, but he chose to wave them away because he wanted to love his demoness. Tell me, how am I to any different from him? Wick, let's go to my tent. He's about to get PG-13. Could you get away with the sex scene if they were like, they just had like Barbie and Ken bodies, like there's just no, there's just like no organs or anything. Hold on, you just said you wanted to want to love me? Arce's face turns bright red and she looks away. I didn't mean to. Well, she inhales and exhales slowly. I do care about you a lot. That's why I was so scared by the things I saw in Winter Sun. It's terrifying to think that love, that such deep feelings could be a delusion. The difference is that he lived inside the illusion and he knew it, whereas you live in the real world and you know it. Do I? Arashale wrinkles her forehead. I think I do. When you talk about it, everything seems so simple. But when I'm alone again, all the doubts come back. They pile up, more and more of them, and by morning, I'm back to not knowing what's real and what's not. You should spend more time with your friends than less time inside your head. Yes, you're right. The succubus gives you a shy smile. If I get lost in my thoughts again, you'll help me return to reality, won't you? Wah wah wee wah. Very nice. Ooh la la. Oh my god. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Okay, let's see how our new marksmen do. We got a brand new army of marksmen here. We're gonna start by casting Bless. That's what I like to see. Charge this army down like this. I'm a big boy. Oh my god, that was such an insane loss of units. Then we do an attack formation. I could wait, and then we can see if they can just demolish these guys. Man, dude, having real archers is so nice. They're gonna insta-die to the first other archer we come across, so spellcaster, but it's nice to have actual real archers for once, instead of those stupid 14 stack of rangers. Master maneuver probably makes more sense, I think. Cool. What else do we shove inside our... Maybe we shove the clerics in, actually. That might be good. Because we did get an influx of new clerics. Oh, this army is supposed to catch up with... Oh no, they were supposed to catch up with this army. Whoops, that's my bad. That's MB. Now we go down to 0 moment, right? That happens. We did get an influx of clerics. We have 122 conscripts, but 84 clerics sounds pretty good right now, I think. Oh, 32 headhunters though. The headhunters would be pretty nice just to do some range damage, but this is a good stack of clerics here, so let's split them up. Headhunters are OP, yeah, but I don't have that many of them. I feel like I need more than 32 of them. They're best range unit upgrade. The axe throwers seem very powerful. I haven't seen a big stack of headhunters, so maybe they're powerful too. But the axe throwers are doing like 10,000 damage per hit with like 100 units, which is pretty insane to me. More durable, and the snipers which will explode under any fire. That's already axe throwers. Yeah, let's just go centralize. Cool. Oh, we got stuff. Did the spearmen from Oldbrig suck ass though? I think they're pretty good. Because of the dogs they summon. And you can just kind of like use the dogs to the return of the okay. The Faultless Daybreak. Faultless Daybreak. They don't do very close to enough damage and they aren't durable to warrant such low damage. I think champion shield bearers are way better. I don't 100% disagree, but I think that having the ability to summon the dogs, which can just be an effective suicide unit essentially, is really powerful. Because so far I've just used the dogs you can summon, which is a stack as big as your spearman unit, to just run into the enemy and they just stand there and tank for maybe like 1-2 turns. Depending on the unit, of course. But that's been pretty nice. Alright. So, a couple of flails that we don't really care about, but we read them anyway, just because they might be interesting. Don't necessarily care. 2 light shields. The DC 18 will saver makes this seem so bad. Medium scale mail armor. This was very today to raise the disease off at 2 rounds or after that. Oh, it dies again? Jesus Christ. When enemy confronts a critical hit against the wielder of this possibly throw or become blinded for the 4 rounds. So for okay, this is pretty good. AC8 max dex 5. That might be useful for some characters. Oh, that's interesting. So if you use this effect, then you can once this is over, then it counts as them dying again. So you can use Breath of Life for Inspiring Recovery on them. Oh, this is a 0% arcane spell failure. Huh. Well, I'll probably go for the Sanguine Sundown. I'll just quickly see if it would actually benefit Aura Shale. Yeah. Sure. That's it. Yeah, I agree that this Fairman do pretty lackluster damage though. I've noticed that too. I don't care about that. For a parade, don't really care about that too much. I mean, this is nice though. 7 days for 30. Let's do. I don't know if I need the points. I feel like I'm getting a lot, like 300 more points. Let's do another relic. Voracious Jumble, Attractive Impulse, Soul Share. Let's do the Ghostly Pathway. TV, TV, beep, 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 beep. Oh, there's a tactical time mode.
I do what I must.
I come just for the logs. Well, that's as good a reason as any. It's not a wolf that howls in the night. It's not a bittern that cries in the fen. The fishermen sway slowly from side to side as they sing a mournful dirge. A woman, her face red and swollen from weeping, lifts a small doll made of grass and seaweed above her head and ties it to a branch with a light blue ribbon. It's not the falling rain that blinds my sight. It's the grief of my broken, bleeding heart. What happened here? What's happening here? Shush, be quiet. What's happening? What's happening is that Leovona's son died 2 days ago. Her eldest, of course, so we're here commemorating the poor child. Oh, sorry about that. The website is, yeah, sorry about that. I do that all the time. I did like a timer when I switch tabs. What does the doll mean? The doll represents the person who died. I wouldn't say how long before I would not have noticed, guaranteed. The doll represents the person who died. That's what it means. When someone dies, we hang a doll here in their memory, and this is the place where we mourn our dead. Others bury their dead in the ground or keep their ashes in urns, but our dead sleep at the bottom of the river. The river always claims her own, you know? Child or old man, it doesn't matter. Oh, your dream character called her. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm completely out of it, guys. I've lost it. Go in up a second. Go in, Hatch. Come on, Logan. Hatch. I still know where my other sunglasses went, so I have to use my actual expensive sunglasses. I have to use my real ones. Hatch. Oh, thank you. Because I thought you have eternal winter Norway. Sunglasses are good during winter, especially. That's when I use sunglasses the most, because the glare from the sun on the snow is really bad. How did he die? You want to know how he died? She begged him not to get close to the water, told him so many times to stay on the shore. He's her firstborn, you know, but he didn't listen to his mama. He went swimming, got a leg cramp, and well, what's more is there to say? You can't cheat the river. What's so special about firstborns? Too curious for your own good, eh? People are in mourning. They didn't come here to answer all your questions. They came here to grieve. Go on, and leave us in peace. You'll all be dead soon, but there'll be no one left to mourn you. Good. My condolences. Thank you for your kind words, but it's probably best for you to move along. It's a gathering of friends and family, and unfamiliar faces don't bring much comfort. I have to go.
I'm gone.
So it's like a hag or something that I probably have to murder her, huh?
We do it my way.
The village are performing some kind of ritual in the outskirts of the village. They were singing songs. Yes, I noticed, the priest nods gloomily. Unless I finally understand why the dolls are put in the trees. Each one represents a person who has died. The body lost to the waters of the river. If a doll is tied with a grey ribbon, the person died on land. And their remains were sent downstream in a boat. Dark blue ribbons represent those who have drowned. The light blue ribbons are used to signify the drowning of a firstborn, an eldest child. There are a frightening number of the light blue ribbons on those branches. Something strange is going on in this village. You don't have to tell me. Take the people who are performing the memorial service for the drowned boy, for example. When they discovered he drowned, they just shrugged. He was the firstborn, they said, and that was that. Wait, what happened to the glasses? Yeah. What was that? Take it. He probably doesn't like those. They're prescription glasses, so they probably mess with his vision. Was no surprise, no sense of bewilderment, no deep grief. There's just sad resignation. It all seems so strange. I dislike you. Die.
Follow if you dare.
Look, the commander's here. Welcome back. Please stay here for as long as you'd like. Markle, you told me the village had taken a collection to aid the army. Right, you are. Here it is, just like I said. Go ahead, take it. We're just glad to help in any way we can. How are things in the village? Things haven't been good of late. The widow, Leona, lost her oldest son the other day. He drowned. You told him not to get too close to the river, but when have children ever listened to their mothers? If the Icy will wants something, she'll get it sooner or later. That's a fact. The boy was a firstborn after all. She loves firstborns, our river. She loves them to death. Now, now, enough in such horrible talk. I'm a firstborn too, and I'm so fine. Alive and kicking. What kind of rituals are the villagers performing in the grove near the outskirts of the village? Which villagers? The ones who were singing songs? No, that's not a ritual. They're holding a memorial service. We don't bury our dead on the ground. We put them in boats and release them into the embers of the mother, Icy Rill. But that's the only when someone dies on land. When the river takes one, well, there's obviously no body to put into the boat. People just sing songs in their memory.
I'm off.
Do I re-explore the area to see if I can find the Icy Rill, or do I come back here later,
I
probably?
do what I must.
I feel like this might be like a come back here later type situation. Like the first time, stuff's a bit weird, but you don't have anything to really put your finger on. And then now it's like the second time, where I know something weird is happening, but I don't quite know, and then eventually the dude will contact me probably, right? The Jurnog. Like, you received a message from Jurnog.
I'm gone.
Dexter meme gif? We do it my way or the highway. How do we do that?
You should have listened to reason.
My bad. Oops. What was that, Alpha? Alpha. 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 Hut. Hut. Come on. Come on, Alpha. Ready? Oh. What about that, Alpha? Oh, no. I tried.
I'm off.
Alright. Hi. Shh.
I do what I must.
Oh. Bloodshot eye. Alright. Let's head out, teleport, and then call for today.
We do it my way.
I can just teleport back to Dresden, which is probably where I intend to go anyway. Oh, let's just see what happens there, and then we'll call it for today. And then we can explore the map next time and decide where to go. Do. Land rubs the reptile side of his face, picking at the scales with his claw. That's it, Commander. I can't do it anymore. I'm not a chief. What happened? I can't handle it. I thought it'd be my people crying to you, but it turns out it's just me. It's out as me. I just don't know how to make the right decisions. Let's try to figure out how to deal with your problems. Alright, first of all, Aran, a girl from the tribe, wants to marry an elf. When did they even have time to get together? It feels like I'm the only one without a love life around here. Anyway, she needs the chief's blessing. They want to be married by the law of the tribe, but I won't do it. He's an elf. She's a mongrel. Letting them marry means dooming them to eternal misery. It's wrong. But if I don't marry them, I'll be making her miserable now. My second problem, 5 fools are so afraid of demons that they've hidden in the sewage system and refuse to come out. I tried to talk to them. Pointless. And I can't just drag them out. I had a plan to lure them out with food, but I think they found some down there. The rats there are definitely bigger than what we're used to. And the third problem, what should we do with the children and old people? This is a military campaign. Old people can do some household chores, but kids only get it under their own feet. I have no idea what to do. I'm not a chief. I'm probably the first person to ever ask this, but demote me, please. The first problem. Love is always a good thing, right? But how do I approve a marriage with an elf and a mongrel? She'll be dead in 20 years or so, but he'll live for 1,000 years or more. I can't in good conscience bless them, but I can't stand in the way of their happiness either. Should hire some witches to steal those children. Let them get married. They are adults and can choose their own fate. Sounds like a plan that should at least be considered. Damn it. I was hoping my problems were unsolvable. The second problem. I think maybe I should just throw a barrel of powder in the sewage and light the fuse. It's the only way to get those cowards out of there. But if I do that, then you'll get another fuse. And I don't think I'll like where you stick that one. In time, they will get bored in the sewers and come out to see what their friends are doing. Not easy, huh? But maybe it could really work. Fine, I admit it. I just didn't want to think about all this. My head is spinning. The third problem. For some reason, I never thought that the entire tribe would come up to the surface. I only pictured the warriors up here. But what do I do with the rest? I guess you could use the hungry infants to deafen the enemy. They scream so loud you can hear them behind the walls of Dresden. I can't think of what to do with the others. It's safe in the fortress. Let them stay for now. We'll think of something later. I'll still worry about them, but I guess that's what it means for chief, right? Nothing to it. Here's a lesson from one commander to another. Don't be afraid of making your own decisions, but know that you can always talk to me. Alright, lesson learned. I'll try to be as good as you. It's not the poor folks' fault that they got stuck with the most useless chief in all of Galarian, and maybe the adjacent planes too. Our chief was extra plainly bad, I'd say. Oh no, a council? Commander, we managed to defeat Kora Mazded's hosts. The remnants of his army have repeated to lick their wounds, and we must use this opportunity to go on the offensive. But right now, our army is not fully prepared to begin such an expansion. The farther we advance into the enemy territory, the more we'll need strong and mobile cavalry. I propose we replenish our forces with light cavalrymen. Mendev could offer us plenty. There are many lone paladins of Galarian like me who travel and help the needy. Shall we call them to our aid? Cavalry is a crucial element of the army, one that's difficult to replace. Mendevian knights often sacrifice their defense in favor of offensive power, and it is time to put an end to this wastefulness. All riders must be encased in heavy cuirassiers armor, so as to avoid unnecessary losses. In my long and productive life, I've taken assignments involving knights, nomads, and other targets who enjoy prancing about on horse. And let me tell you, the hardest of those targets were hedge knights. They are true dogs of war who don't have a homeland, But what do they have experience in sharp blade? If you need cavalry, I'll say they're your guys. Cavalry? Now, they're always a serious threat on the battlefield. Not just riders on horseback. The fiercest fighters out of all the cavalry I've ever seen are the wolf riders from the Verdun Forest. Maybe we could try to recruit them. That sounds cool. I want to hear the opinions of my advisors. Zila, what advantages do paladins offer? The gods have blessed them with strength, protected them against darkness and corruption. They spend their whole lives training and performing great deeds. Destroying evil is what they live for, and it's what they do better than anyone. Rachel, why do you advocate for cuirassiers? There's a certain breed of fighter who thinks that the glory they win on the battlefield justifies any amount of risk. That may be acceptable for them, but it's not acceptable for their commanding officers. Wasting cavalry in daring attacks only saps the strength of our own army. We must see to it that all riders are equipped with the best armor, the kind that will provide the highest chance of survival on the battlefield. I would also advise against recruiting any glory seekers to protect our high ideals to serve as our cavalry for the aforementioned reasons. Captain O'Dan prims his lips and says forcefully, "The riders of Mendev are accustomed to faring for their hides. Your demands, ritual, may lead them to believe that you don't trust them, or, even worse, suspect them of cowardice." You army unit upgrade now. Greybor, what makes the Hedge Knight so good in battle? I once had a contract to kill a highborn baron. A famed warrior never went anywhere without an escort, so I prepared an ambush for his entourage on a forest road in the dark. The screams of the baron when he and his horse fell into the spike pit, and above him there was a slaughter going on. I shoved myself, split open the head of the nearest guard, and dared into the bushes. They followed, right into my traps. Crossbows, wooden stakes sticking out of the ground, all sorts of things. Arrows flying about, everyone shouting. They made such a racket, they scared themselves. They thought they'd been hit by a whole gang of assailants. In any case, the knights who served the baron, because of their oath, got the jitters and bolted. Even his kin. But the two hedge knights he hired fought like wild beasts. Those were worthy opponents indeed. It's simple. They know that if they don't win, they don't get a single coin. Hedge knights are seasoned folk. They've been around, dangerous too. They fight for victory and gold, not for honor or glory. They don't care if their tactics are cheap. If they can kill the enemy, they will. I doubt the people who described have even the rights to call themselves knights. I'm not keen on fighting side by side with someone who sees the crusade as a chance to make a fortune. Ulbrich, who are the wolf riders? The Verdun Forest is a perilous place, and people who live there are a harsh folk. They're almost like us. They fight against all kinds of wild fae, overgrown bugs, and other ooglins. One of the groups that live in the forest is a halfling tribe. What the gods deny them in stature, they more than made up for in ferocity. And the wolf riders, they're like beast astride beast. The point is, they're well used to cutting off ooglins' heads in the forest. They'll fit right in here. A warrior's size is no obstacle to prowess by any means, but the notion of wolves as mounts does not stand up to scrutiny. They cannot wear any proper armor, and without it, their first battle will be their last. Captain O'Dan, what are the benefits of light cavalry? Light cavalry may be inferior to knights as far as equipment quality goes, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Firstly, the lightness of their armor gives them maneuverability, and secondly, many noble offspring who have battle skills and fast horses, but can't afford expensive armor will gladly answer our call, eager to earn glory with their feats. As long as they don't flee the battlefield first, on those very same fast horses, they're lovers of glory and easy victories. Okay, main stable provide weekly recruitment growth for paladins, cavalry capable of healing house. All mounted scouts are promoted to. Mounted scouts are the regular dudes I have, right? The orc looking guys. Cuirassiers. Damn, look at those hit points. Sheesh. One unit has 377 hit points. Does I have like 100 of those mounted scouts? The main stables provide weekly hedge knights. Hedge knights. I really want these wolf riders. They sound cool as hell. From a power perspective, the Cuirassiers seem pretty good. $23, $377, 1d8 plus 6. I mean, those dudes seem insanely powerful. Maybe Rachel is just right here. The Wolf Riders are halflings. No, no, they said that already in the text. So Hedge Knights deal a lot of damage, but they have poor AC. These guys have nothing on top of. First of all, do they do both attacks? They probably do, huh? But they have nothing on top of that. Like the Cuirassiers have like shield wall. I just keep going with Ulbrig and his crazy people. I'm just gonna keep going with Ulbrig and his crazy Volk. We'll invite Wolf Riders of the Verdant Forest into our army. The halflings are not to be messed with. When they go out into the field of battle, they tear the Ooglins to shreds. That is meeting of the military council adjourned. Yeah, cool. Please be it. Oh no. Oh no, I wanted to leave. Durgelinda Strangled. Hail! Durgelinda's one eye is red from sleepless nights on the job. The supply situation is unproven, but too slowly. Once the fellows of the Crusade lost their connection in the quartermaster service, they switched to dealing with the carts drives directly. Each supply caravan loses a cart or two on the way, and its drivers telling us tales about how they were attacked by demons or how Aurochs swooped in and carried off an entire cart. We catch these jokers, but it's getting out of control. We can't get them. Or we need to change something in the system itself. I propose we have inspectors from Mandavian Treasury travel with each caravan. Someone experienced, someone who's ready to answer for delivery with their life and who knows how to keep the cream away from the cat, so to speak. There's a simple rule. If you can't beat them, lead them. We'll drop a hint to the brain of this lot to stick to us and fall in line. If they don't tag up too much, they'll get their new uniforms and extra rations, and we'll get the loyalty of some of the big-name leaders among these soldiers. So soldiers are stealing from their own comrades, like cats. What was it you said, Durgelinda? Like the cream that got the mouse instead of the cat? In any case, this is wrong. You must convince them that the caravans be accompanied by priests from the capital. Under their eyes, the warriors will be ashamed to steal. We overlooked their antics when it was just clandestine trades, but theft must be dealt with quickly and severely. We will not tolerate this cat slander. Woljip, what are your suggestion? Get the sharpest and most ambitious on the take. The rest of the big shots will take the hint. We don't mind smart subordinates who can find a way to get what they want. As long as they don't cross us, that's it. No more thefts. Why bother when we'll give it to them anyway? And the saps and slouches will just have to settle for what they have. That's the saps way. So you're saying we should make the thieves of the commanders trusted officers. Then I suggest we dub the gang the Crusaders. We can make an announcement that we're conducting the first crusade in history. Arashale, what would you do? I know I can sometimes be very difficult to do the right thing, the noble thing, especially when no one's there to witness your worst deeds and judge you for them, which is why we need to have priests accompanying our caravans from the capital. Who would have the heart to commit a crime when the servant of the god is watching them? I'm sure there are no such scoundrels among our warriors. Wow, that's some solid advice right there. We should totally try stopping thieves and robbers appealing to something they don't have, a conscience. Lan, could you explain your idea? I just take Rachel's advice and tone it down a notch or two always. But he's not even on this council. You know, I'm tired of hearing that we can't do anything about these fellows. I suppose we can't really root out the petty fraud, but we're talking about blatant large-scale theft here. About acts of sabotage against the Crusade. It's no wonder Mendev is cutting our supplies. They see that we can't even keep our own soldiers in line. Enough is enough. We'll find the most prolific thieves and they'll hang. Once this is resolved, Nerosia will stop worrying the coin they spend on us will end up in the pockets of marauders and thieves. But it's not those poor people's fault that they became criminals. The Medavians army recruited them, but it can't provide everything they need, and now we're going to hang them for it? How's that right? Reg will have hung them by the balls. Oh, Jesus, can you imagine? Coach Linda, what would you advise? There is no question that the cart drivers are in the coats with the fellows. I imagine they get a cut of the stolen goods, so let's assign a gutsy treasurer worker to each caravan. Someone who can keep an eye on them and see that everything is delivered in full. And they could do some good in Dresden too. We'll always need more people who know how to mount an expedition and organize troops on march. They'll whip our logistics into shape. Experience gain, 33%. Energy point income increased by 7. They're always after me, Lucky Charms. Ooh. Material point income increased by 20. Oh. It's not that good. I mean, it's kind of interesting, but it's not that good. I don't really like any of these options. I think the most... I think the bottom tray could work for Kiri technically. I don't think Kiri would kill people though. Make a drunken Irish boxer run, name him McGregor. I'm already playing the monk. We can't do another monk run. Me lucky charms. I don't like. I mean, it's a Yakuza thing, right? To be like, you know, if you dishonored us, then you gotta die. Yeah, but at least it was a finger. But eventually, you know, the shame would be so great that you would just have to commit seppuku, right? And Lan gives the best buffer, I feel like. Or Rochelle is my GF though, so I should probably just side with her, even if I don't think her power is that special. Our Rochelle is right. We'll ask priests to accompany the caravans. I have faith that the priest's wise words will help those who have stumbled to avoid making any further mistakes. It will be done. I hope our caravans will be safe from now on, but I have a feeling this won't won't be the last time we have to convene the council to address a problem related to the fellows. It happens. What can you do?
Follow if you dare.
Resist the thirst trap. I can't. It's too late. I cannot. Hey ho, the Manchurian reaches. Okay, run down to the gate. Hit the save button. Ride Gigi in the route.
I'm off.
Alright. I
do what I must.
I don't have any plans for this right now, but I'll consider if I want to do every weekend play a horror game for this month, even if that would prolong this playthrough by not that much necessarily. 1, 2, 3, 4 days. That's not that bad. So maybe on Saturday and Sunday I'll show up and I'll play a horror game. I have a couple of games that I want to play, so that might be something that we do. I'll think about it. Have you played Resident Evil 7? I have not played Resident Evil 7, but I've seen a lot of people play it. I did play Resident Evil 8, however. Resident Evil 7 is probably like one of my most favorite games to watch people play, and it's probably one of the games I've watched most people play too. When it comes to just like Twitch streams and YouTube playthroughs. But yeah, I'll strongly consider returning on Saturday and Sunday this week with some horror games, and then doing that every Saturday and Sunday. We will probably just have to play through one game if I'm playing like, you know, like Resident Evil 4 or something. It'll probably take me the entire month, but at least we're doing something horror-y, I guess. Resident Evil 7 is Evil Dead and Resident Evil 8 is Army of Darkness. RE4, yeah, maybe I'll play some RE4. It's that or Dead Space. Those are the two that like stay out in my mind. But maybe I can finish RE4 in like 2 weeks, 4 days. And I could play Dead Space in the next days. Something like that. Yeah, that's it for me. Love you all. Appreciate you all. Hope I run a fantastic video gaming time. Ska jag Papa? Come on. Going for time. Yeah. 2, 3. Dead Space remake, yeah. Why would I not play the remake? Well, I'll be back regular time on Saturday at 12:00 North time, 12 p.m. DMT +2 schedule local time zones. Either if I decide to, we might just for October we might do horror games on Saturdays and Sundays. Meaning that the next Wrath of the Righteous stream will be on Tuesday. Otherwise, next Wrath is on Sunday, as I will be playing Stronghold Crusader on Saturday. So I'll think about it and get back to you on Discord probably. If you're here, beautiful stream, join Discord, good stuff. Thank you for being here. Hope you had a fantastic video gaming time. Wrath of the Righteous is great. I'm sure I have 148 hours in the game now, so we're probably just right around the corner trending it, which is nice. Yeah, that's gonna be for me. Oh my god, I have 333 minutes of recorded playtime. What the hell is that? Love you all. Appreciate you all. Keep fighting fouls. See you dudes around in a couple of days on Saturday, maybe for some more games. Bye-bye. The Idaret Macabre.